Welcome to CATV Live, right here on Cash Alternative TV. I'm your host, Christopher Carruthers, also known as Tao of Satoshi, and this is a channel about digital cash, digital currency, with a focus on Dash, which aims to be a digital cash for the world. If it's your first time tuning into the channel, welcome to the channel. If you're a regular, welcome back. If you were watching my show yesterday, you'll know that I had I said all my whole spiel. I was talking for almost an hour, and I never shared my screen once. So I was showing videos, and it wasn't showing to my viewers. So sorry about that again. And I'm going to be redoing it. This is a Sunday redo of the Cash Alternative TV for this week. And I was joking. I should have known better than to put a black cat as my thumbnail, and I ended up cursing the whole video. So we're going to try again today. Thanks for bearing with me. Glad to have you with me. Hope everything's going well with you. And just wanted to, check in, see how you guys are doing. See if there's any initial comments on YouTube. Doesn't seem to be anything yet. So we'll continue with the broadcast. So if you guys want to reach me, you can reach me on Twitter at Tao of Satoshi. And if you want to follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube, you can do so. I'm broadcasting on 5 platforms today. I'm broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, Twitch, and DLive. So if you're watching me on any of those platforms, you can give me a follow, and I'm glad to have you with me. So the first thing that we do here on CATV Live every week is we go over the video lineup. These are the videos that I released over the past week. If you missed them, then I'm going to tell you what they were. If you're interested, you can go to my channel lineup and take a look at them. So the first one that I did was Into the Block. It was Into the Block is a analytics platform. And it does special analytics into blockchains, and they're doing one about Dash. They're doing one. They're doing a basically they're offering Dash different things than they offer from other currencies because of the private send and instant send and the other analytics that needs to be done around that. So if you want to check it out, it's in my channel lineup, and it's Into the Block. It's very cool. I looked at it myself online, and it looks pretty cool. And the second one I did was one of my most controversial videos. I've done a few of those in my time here on CATV, but it's with August Demanchuk. He was a former Dash DAO contractor, and he was contracted to do STEM teaching, and it was called Bit to Byte was his company, and he received quite a bit of money. It was over $400,000 to do this, and he's since he had a problem with the funds, and he ran into mental issues, so he says. I mean, the jury's still out on it, but he's a good guy, and I thought he deserved his chance to say what he wanted to say. He's been getting a lot of trouble in the Dash discords over what's happened with the funds and stuff like that. But I mean, I give him credit for showing up and facing the music, and he wants to contribute to the Dash community again. So that's my video with him. That was on Wednesday. And on Friday, we had an integration with a gaming platform called ReadyRaider, and they made Dash the exclusive form of payment on ReadyRaider. And that's because of Dash's privacy, its security, and its instant payments that could keep up with the gaming experience, and it's very important to gamers to have that experience. So I'm quite happy that they've done this integration. And we'll likely be doing an interview with the creator of that, and he's also the founder of Vega Wallet, which we're going to go into later also. So that was on Friday. So if you're interested in any of those 3 subjects, you can check it out in my channel lineup, and I'd be much happy to see you. So on that note, let's continue. We're going to go to the crypto news. The crypto news is anything that happened in the crypto sphere that caught my attention over the past week. And I go through a number of links, and then I'm going to link them all in the description below if you're following me on YouTube. If you're watching me on any of the other channels, you can find me on YouTube at Cash Alternative TV, and you can see the links of anything that you want to explore in further detail, because I'm going to touch on everything. But if you want to explore it in further detail, it's going to be down in the link below. So let's continue. Yesterday I had an issue. Because I wasn't showing my internet screen. So before I continue this time, I'm going to make sure that I'm showing my internet screen. I'm going to triple check, because at the beginning I double checked. So now I'm going to triple check. So we're going to go to my internet screen on OBS, and I'm just going to make sure that you are actually seeing my screen. And you are seeing my screen. Okay, so everything worked out well. I'm going to use this checklist next time I go online. And to anybody who was watching me yesterday, I sincerely apologize for that. So my first order here is we're gonna look at Roger Ver. He's put his video on LBRY TV, and this is kind of like an alternative to YouTube. YouTube has run into some censorship issues, censoring crypto content on YouTube. So this is something that library it creates another alternative for people to post their content that might be banned from YouTube or for any other reason. So what Roger's talking about today is he's saying that the Lightning Network has been an utter and abject failure up to this point because there's more Bitcoin and tokenized Bitcoin on the Ethereum network than there is on the Bitcoin network. So like the Bitcoin Lightning Network. And we're like, how is this possible? Like Bitcoin Lightning Network was supposed to be the savior of Bitcoin. You know, it was supposed to be what was Bitcoin's goal to have digital cash like Dash or Bitcoin Cash, right? But so far it's been a complete failure, and we're going to listen to Roger in a few comments here. Now that you can see it.
Full blocks, but not quite. So anyhow, another example of just how idiotic full blocks were, and they intentionally made blocks full because they said, oh, we're going to get everybody to use these layer 2 solutions. Well, the layer 2 solutions weren't ready then, and we finally have one that's starting to be ready, right? Who would have thought that Ethereum is going to be the layer 2 scaling solution for Bitcoin, but there's now more Bitcoin tokenized on Ethereum than there is in the entire Lightning Network. So by a pretty significant amount, maybe 30% more on Ethereum than on the entire worldwide Lightning Network. So congratulations, Ethereum. Nicely done. Ethereum's been fantastic, and they've had the right scaling idea from day one, is scale to be able to be used by as many people as want to use the network. So now you can use more Bitcoin on top of Ethereum than you can on top of the Lightning Network. So just really shows just how idiotic that scaling plan of intentionally making the blocks full on Bitcoin are. So today, luckily now you can use Ethereum, you can use Bitcoin Cash, and you can use lots of other cryptocurrencies. I myself earlier this week paid $231 in fees on the Bitcoin network to send just under 6,000 transaction, right? So $231 in fees. And I didn't overpay on the network, right? It wasn't anything crazy. It was a transaction that had lots of inputs because we had lots and lots of commission payments paid to us. So I forget the exact number of inputs the transaction had, but it was a significant number. And we went to go and move that money to.
So it looks like we're having technical issues with LBRY TV. But that's basically the gist of what he wanted to say. He was saying that there's more Ethereum, or there's more Bitcoin, tokenized Bitcoin on the Ethereum network. And he's also making a point here about the transaction fees. The transaction fees on Bitcoin are just nuts. Trying to send $6,000 and you got to pay upwards of like $200 in fees. Like, that's crazy. If you use Bitcoin Cash, you're paying a lot less. And if you're using Dash, you're paying less than a penny. And with Dash, you also get the added bonus of having a fast transaction and a more secure transaction, because the Dash network your transaction can't be double spent and blocks can't be recreated. The 51% attacks can't happen in Dash. So Bitcoin is really failing at its mission. It's not a very good store of value, and it's also not very good at doing its original purpose, which was being an electronic peer-to-peer currency. So I mentioned LBRY TV. This is it. Sometimes it's slow, as we just saw there, because it's just an up-and-coming startup. And as they get more people watching videos, sometimes it can be slow. But on average, I have a very good experience with LBRY TV. I post my content there, and I've got a few followers on that platform also. So I'm quite happy to tell you to use that, because sometimes the crypto content that you'll see on YouTube is not what you can see on LBRY TV, because there's some different things there. So on my next order of business on the crypto news for Cash Alternative TV is Bitcoin transaction fees. This is kind of similar to what Roger was saying earlier. Bitcoin transaction fees are up 800,000 in 1 month. So 800,000, that's quite a lot, So if it was 10 cents, it's now 80 cents, Or if it was $1, it's now $8. Like, it's a huge increase. So transaction fees have seen anomalous volatility amid Bitcoin's third halving, increasing over 800% in 1 month. So that's crazy. From April 11th until May 14th, Bitcoin transaction fees increased by more than 1,250%, from 38 cents to $5.16. So to send one transaction would cost you at least $5.16. That's crazy. Bitcoin has fallen since then, it says, but it's just the volatility that it sees. You never know from 1 minute to the next how much you're going to be paying. But even at its low, when you see it was at 38 cents, like Dash is less than 1 penny, and it's a more secure transaction. So it's like, it just boggles my mind how Bitcoin is maintaining its dominance when there's platforms like Dash out there. And if you guys are watching this and you're new to Dash, download a wallet and you'll see how Dash works in comparison to Bitcoin. And you'll be like, why did I ever use Bitcoin again? So if you want to download a wallet, it's at www.dash.org. Look for the downloads page and you can download yourself a wallet on mobile or on desktop. And you'll see how cheap it is and you'll see how it works very well. So the recent fee volatility dwarfs 2012's halving. So as Bitcoin's first halving on November 28th, 2012 saw fees increase by 300,000 from November 26th until November 27th before crashing to pre-halving levels within 2 days of block rewards decreasing. So yeah, the halving kind of throws everything in Bitcoin into discombobulation. It makes a lot of things have to, get jumbled up before it starts smoothing out again. And with Dash, it doesn't happen like that. With Dash, we have a 7% per year. So basically, instead of having a total halving in 1 year and messing everything up, we just go down gradually. Our block rewards emission goes down gradually. So that's definitely something that's served Dash well in the past. We have a little bit of jumbling around at that time, but not a lot. So Bitcoin transaction fees are just ridiculous. So if you follow the cryptocurrency space, or if not, if you follow like general economics, you know that Africa is poised to be like a giant tiger in this in the new economy and the new economic order of the world, because right now they have a large percentage of unbanked people. They have a large percentage of people that have cell phones. So this is a good idea for cryptocurrencies to get involved. And we've been growing by leaps and bounds. If you follow Dash, you know Dash Nigeria with Nathaniel Luz. He's going to be showing up later in the show. But he's been doing a great job promoting Dash down there. We have integrations into Anchor Pay, which is in South Africa. In Dash, we recognize that these countries that are underserved right now by the banking system will definitely have a good impact. Cryptocurrencies will have a good impact on these regions. So this article says a new Amazon Prime documentary shows how Bitcoin is changing Africa. It turns out that Africa is a perfect proving ground for Bitcoin, according to a documentary and companion report. So if you're on Amazon Prime, you can check that out. What did I do? I think I just deleted it. All right, well, it's there anyways. So this is a good one I wanted to talk about. This affects me a lot. If I'm on social media, I have people that are trying to troll me, like trying to say things about me or trying to spam me. And I'm sure that this has happened to you as well. Like there's a lot of people out there that just don't care about your well-being. They're haters or whatever, or they just want to spam you. They want to take your money. So Twitch is a Twitter alternative. It runs on the Bitcoin SV network. And this is kind of an interesting thing because it says Twitter alternative Twitch now lets you tip commentators and force trolls to pay. So if some troll wants to troll you and say something to you and tweet you and at you, then they have to pay. They have to pay to do that. So it's a severe deterrent. If they really want to try to get your money, then they've got to pay you for the privilege. So let's get into this a little bit. It says stop your social media account being trolled and make your tormentors pay for their actions against you with this new feature from Twitch. So that's really interesting. Blockchain-based social media platform Twitch has introduced some nice features to its social platform that gives its users more control over the content they see in their feed. Twitch is a platform built for the blockchain where users pay a couple of cents to post messages and are rewarded with Bitcoin SV. I want to make that, I said that yesterday and I want to repeat it again today. It's not Bitcoin, it's Bitcoin SV. I know there's a big controversy on who's the real Bitcoin, but to me, Bitcoin Core is still the real Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV. They're good in their own ways, but Bitcoin is still the only Bitcoin. So if you read this, it's Bitcoin SV. If someone likes or reposts branches their content, a small amount is retained by the platform for each transaction. Users can view activity on each post to see how much has been earned for each post they make on Twitch, which is now in a public beta. So it says, recently Twitch has introduced a few features which encourage people to reward good quality content, paying a cash amount to a specific user. So you can do /pay, the username, and then $1 or whatever amount you wanted to put for whatever they did, you know. So that would be the syntax that you would use. So she says, oh, is that simple? Thank you for the demo at 7.29. I can now give it back to you. /pay at 7.29, $1 and thanks. So basically they just paid each other $1 just to show how it worked. So let me go see. All right, so down here it tells about the troll. This is my favorite one, so that's why I wanted to talk about it. So it says the command /troll toll set at user handle $5.50 or whatever you want to charge will cost that particular user $5.50 every time that user comments on one of your posts. So if you want to stop people from bothering you, you don't have to block them. It can even become lucrative for you if you want to just you know, he can at you, and then you can just ignore him and collect the money. So props to Twitch for coming up with that. It's a really good idea and implementation. I use Twitch. Like I don't get a lot of action there because, as I mentioned, it's a BSV platform and I'm promoting Dash. So I don't expect to be very popular on that platform, but I do see it growing, and I don't know, might have a use case one day. So this is off the first of the show, as it's actually in the title, Spooked by Satoshi. So the black cat was obviously spooked by Satoshi because he doesn't want to look outside the CATV Live. He's hiding behind the CATV Live logo. So he was definitely spooked by Bitcoin. But were you? Let me know in the comments below or in the chat if you were spooked by Bitcoin. Recently had its had some Bitcoin that was around since 2009 that was mined in 2009, and it was Satoshi Nakamoto. Actually, they say he moved it, but they don't know for sure if it was him. There's been some studies after that were saying that it wasn't him, but at the end of the day, nobody knows for sure. And I tweeted that I don't think that we should worry about him making a big sale and destroying his cash cow, because this is something he created. I know maybe he doesn't approve of what's going on now in Bitcoin because it's not really electronic peer-to-peer cash like in the Bitcoin white paper. But I still don't think he would intentionally destroy his own creation. You know what I mean? So if he destroys the value of Bitcoin, he destroys everything, and then that's it. That's over. But that's why I don't think that's going to happen. I didn't sell, and I encourage you not to sell. But the price went from the upper 90s to the upper 80s. So basically it went down almost $1,000 on this news. So this article says, Satoshi Nakamoto, is that you? Bitcoin mined in 2009 moved for the first time. So 40 Bitcoin was worth noting back then, was worth nothing back then, but now it's valued at 390,000. So that's not bad. I mean, if he moves 40 Bitcoin, gets 390,000, that's not going to kill the price. It's when he starts moving one of his like $1 million stacks or million Bitcoin stacks, then you got to worry. So it says a chunk of Bitcoin has just moved for the first time since it was mined back in 2009, causing some to speculate that Satoshi Nakamoto has returned. The shift was detected by Twitter-based blockchain monitor Whale Alert, which confirmed that the 40 Bitcoin featured in the transaction were mined in the first month of Bitcoin's existence. So if this isn't Satoshi Nakamoto, it is definitely somebody from his circle, somebody who was around back then and knew what Bitcoin was and was mining it, back when it could be mined on CPU. Like Bitcoin originally was able to mine on CPU way back before GPUs, way before LGPAs, and back before ASICs. So it's definitely gone a long way since then, and he was an OG right back in 2009. So it says, yep, that's old Bitcoin, but it's hard to prove that this is really Nakamoto. It's important to note that there's currently no direct proof linking the mysteriously absent Nakamoto, who some still believe sits on roughly 1 million Bitcoin, to this transaction. So still, and it says, goes on to say, still, it's certainly cool to see it move at all, which it is. Like, it's been a long time that it's been there. And it's considering when it was mined, the price of Bitcoin was effectively zero. Whoever controls this cryptocurrency has some very strong hands, indeed. So this is the transaction, guys. If you're watching, this is on Whale Pool. There's a transaction of 40 Bitcoin, which is now worth $391,055. 4 days and 2 hours ago. That was the transaction hash. And once again, if you want to see this, it's in the description below on YouTube. And if you're watching me on another platform, come join me on YouTube. Give me a subscribe. And you can see it in the description of the video. So the plot thickens when it comes to this. This breaking news that this poster on Our Cryptocurrency, he posted, is saying that the address of the Bitcoin from 2009 that just moved, which was the transaction I showed you, is listed in a Kleiman versus Wright court document. Craig Wright, who's the infamous Craig Wright, claimed to own it, but it was locked outside of his control, aka part of the Tulip Trust. An old miner just called Craig's bluff. So either he's lying and he does have control of the money, or that isn't even his. So those are the two outcomes that we could possibly have here. And knowing Craig Wright, I don't believe a word he says, so I don't think that he is Satoshi Nakamoto at all. But you never know, because they have moved now. So now we have something to say that he might be Satoshi, but I haven't heard anything from him since then. So, but you never know. He has a flair for the dramatic, so we'll see. So Gabe Newell says, for those who don't understand, and some anonymous miner called Craig's bluff and has placed Craig Wright on the hot seat. In the court case, Craig claimed to be locked out of his 16,000 Bitcoin addresses while he waited for a bonded courier to arrive and unlock his Tulip Trust containing 1 million Bitcoins, which is $9 billion US. If Craig Wright's story is true, the Tulip Trust is now unlocked, see? And he can move his coins to prove that he owns them. If his story is false, then he will be unable to move any coins, and the fraudulent findings will be made known to the court. So as you can see, this lawsuit and this court case is coming to a head, because this is a fork. It can only go one of two ways. Now that the money is moved, what gives? There has to be something going on here. So that's pretty cool. So if you're spooked by Satoshi, the price going down, is Craig Wright Satoshi? A lot of stuff is coming to a fore because of this one transaction. So it's pretty interesting. So Shopify, it's a Canadian payment processor, payment provider, and they've integrated support for cryptocurrencies. So this was big news from the past week. This is Denis Omelchenko and iHodl. And this is an interesting news that just came across last week, so I definitely wanted to go into it. If you use Shopify, if you have any kind of transactions with any store that uses Shopify, now you should pay attention to see if they're going to offer a cryptocurrency option, because it is optional. I don't think they have to accept cryptocurrencies, but it is an option for them. So it says popular e-commerce platform Shopify has signed a partnership with Coin Payments, a cryptocurrency payments processor, which allows all Shopify's clients accepting cryptocurrency as a payment. According to an official press release, the announcement follows a successful beta trial that started in 2019. It says, from now on, Coin Payments will be a visible payment option for all merchants on the Spotify platform. So it says visible payment option for all merchants. I'm not sure if that means the merchants can choose it, or it's an option for the end user that can choose it at each merchant. We'll have to find out. Coin Payments CEO Jason Butcher says the combination of Shopify and Coin Payments is unstoppable in the payments industry. By bringing our easy-to-use global payments platform together with Shopify's extensive merchant base, we look forward to delivering a seamless process for anyone looking to do business using cryptocurrencies. Merchants will now get paid faster in any of the 1,800 cryptocurrencies supported by Coin Payments, the press release states. So 1,800 cryptocurrencies, that's a lot. And you might wonder, why am I so excited about this? Well, the simple fact is you know that this is a show about cryptocurrency, but we have a focus on Dash because I believe very much in Dash, and I know that Dash is a great product to use as a payment network. So anytime I see something like this, where they say 1,800 cryptocurrencies are supported, it makes me get excited because I know that Dash will shine when it's going to be competitive with any other cryptocurrencies. I know that Bitcoin can't beat the user experience. I know Bitcoin Cash can't beat it. I know Litecoin can't beat it. I know XMR can't beat it. Dash is the best payment system, period. So whenever it goes up against these other cryptocurrencies in any kind of general thing like this, I know that exposure is only going to be a good thing for Dash. So that's why I'm excited about these things that happen, these integrations. Even if they don't focus on Dash, I know that means other people are going to be getting used to using Dash. And once they do, they're never going to go back to Bitcoin. Download a wallet and you'll see. If you're just joining me on Twitch or DLive, or you're just seeing me on Twitter or Facebook, you just download a wallet. Download Dash Wallet and tell your friends to download it. Because if you've been using any other cryptocurrency and you use Dash, I'm telling you, you're not going to go back. And that brings me to my next one. Bitrefill is a company that you're allowed to top up your gift cards, and you can get not top off your gift card, top off your phone. Like if you have a prepaid phone, you can top it off with Bitrefill. And you can also get gift cards from different countries in Bitrefill, and you can use cryptocurrency. So right now they have a contest, and they're saying that you can, if you're trying to make a payment, like a purchase on Bitrefill, and you're using any cryptocurrency, they want to know who can do it the fastest. From opening up your browser to selecting what you want to paying for it and to having it confirmed and into your account. The fastest one so far is 56 seconds as of this posting. But he didn't use Dash. He used the Bitcoin network. So we're gonna look at the Bitcoin Lightning network and how slow it is compared to Dash in a few seconds. So I'm gonna go through the details of this, and then I'll show you what's up with it. So it says Bitrefill users. So if you're not a Bitrefill user, you can go sign up. Can compete to see who can refill their phones the fastest. The winner will be awarded a $100 Bitrefill balance card. Beat the current record holder. The video is below. We're gonna check it out. So the rules for this contest is follow us on Twitter and record yourself using Bitrefill to refill mobile minutes or data as fast as possible. The fastest phone refill wins a shiny, sparkling $100 Bitrefill balance card. Bitrefill balance cards are USD or Euro denominated gift cards that never expire and can be used by anyone, anywhere, to instantly purchase products in our catalog of over 2,500 gift cards, digital vouchers, and mobile refills. So how to participate? Follow us on Twitter, like or retweet the contest announcement post. So it's at Bitrefill on Twitter, and follow and like and retweet the contest announcement post. Film yourself using any of Bitrefill's accepted cryptocurrencies. Now here's the rub here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, you know which one to use, and Dogecoin to refill your mobile minutes data in the shortest possible time from opening the app browser to the order completed message. Gift cards and pin-based refills are not allowed. Blur out any personal information that you don't want the world to see, obviously. And number 3, paying with from a Bitrefill account balance or with Coinbase integration is not allowed, because those are systems that are already integrated to their sites, so they're obviously going to be faster. You must use a cryptocurrency transaction or Lightning payment. Editing or accelerating the video is an instant disqualification, because we will notice, and they're going to go over it probably with a fine-tooth comb. Videos can be submitted on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Just make sure to tag Bitrefill and link it as a reply to our announcement tweet. Submit your video before the deadline, and the deadline for contest submissions is Thursday, May 28th, 2020, and the contest winner will be announced Friday, May 29th, 2020. So we're going to check this out. This is the current record holder with 56 seconds, Vario Bitcoin. So I teased him on Twitter. I said this user, he's at Vario Bitcoin on Twitter, he's using the wrong network. He uses the Bitcoin Lightning network thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be so fast because it's Lightning, right? So let's see how fast it is. Like, you're going to see how this wheel is spinning just a little bit too much. And with Dash, it would be like this. Because I've done transactions on Bitrefill, and it's been way quicker than this. So without further ado, let's get into the current record holder as of this post. Spinning a little bit too much. Dash would have been already confirmed by now. This is the vaunted Bitcoin Lightning Network. So 56 seconds. I'm not going to criticize that. That was still pretty good, 56 seconds. But if he was using Dash, he would have saved a good maybe 6 or 7 seconds there because of that spinning thing. You know that Dash instant send transactions are confirmed with less than 2 seconds, sometimes less than 1 second. So I'm going to take a quick break for station identification. This is Cash Alternative TV Live, and it's on Cash Alternative TV. I'm just going to pause this and mute it. And we're a show about cryptocurrency with a focus on Dash, which aims to be a digital cash for the world, an alternative to cash. If that's something that you're interested in, you want to learn more about Dash or just want to hang out with me some more, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or follow and friend me on the other platforms where I'm broadcasting right now. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to go to the, see if there's anybody in the chat. James Doe is in the chat. He says, tonight only me and you? Maybe. He says, I bet I can refill my mobile data faster without Bitrefill. Oh, really? And he says, but he said it was the fastest in the world. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure about that. So we're going to continue. We're going to go to the Dash news. Give me 1 second here. Just going to get my space. All right, so we're going to go to the Dash news, and this is the part of the show that really excites me, because this is the part where we deal with the Dash news. And as you know, this is a channel that focuses on Dash because we believe it's the best payment network in the world with its combination of speed, security, and privacy. We just can't beat it. So let's get on with it. I'm happy that you guys are here. I'm just going to make sure again, as this is my quadruple check, that you guys can see what I'm looking at, and you can see what I'm looking at. So Sunday has been going better than Saturday. I appreciate you guys are watching and joining in on the show. So I was mentioned in this article, talking about how Venezuelans can make purchases using Bitcoin, Dash, and Ethereum at over 20,000 point-of-sale terminals. And this is because of integration with, it's called Megasoft, with Crypto Buyer. And these two combine forces to allow cryptocurrencies to be used in 20,000 Venezuelan merchants. So if you remember earlier on, I was saying how Africa is definitely a good place for cryptocurrencies to thrive. And also countries with devaluating currencies are also good places for cryptocurrency to thrive. And Venezuela is definitely a big one of that. So we're going to go into it, a little bit of this article. It says, recently, Crypto Buyer, a crypto exchange based in Panama, and this is a crypto that's actually supported Dash for a long time with the Dash USD pair, Dash pairs in different countries. It announced that it struck a deal with Megasoft, a local payment processor in Venezuela. The deal will allow locals to purchase services and goods at over 20,000 point-of-sale terminals in the country. Megasoft is connected to some of the biggest retail chains in Venezuela. So why does this deal matter? The country is entering into its 7th year of economic contraction. At the start of 2020, the inflation rate stood at around 3,000%, which led to the collapse of the bolivar. In Venezuela, citizens have turned to crypto after the collapse of the nation's national currency. Since then, most people have to use crypto during transactions. And then it goes down to say, how will they use crypto? Any store connected to the Megasoft merchant server platform will now be able to access transactions in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, Litecoin, Binance Coin, Tether, and the XPT, which is the native coin of the Crypto Buyer exchange. Currently, Megasoft processes an average of 18 million monthly transactions in Venezuela. And that's another 18 million monthly transactions that could be exposed to Dash. And they could be exposed to other cryptocurrencies as well, but as I said earlier, Dash handles very well, and it will be definitely impress and delight its users when they use it. So it says some major businesses in the country have already signed up for the crypto payment network. They include Pharmatodo, which is one of the largest pharmaceutical groups in Venezuela, Madirense, which is a major supermarket chain in the country, Plazas Automercados, EPA Hardware, a movie theater, and major stores that sell consumer goods. So it looks like it's off to a good start already. It just got announced. And it says some major multinationals in Venezuela already accept payments in crypto. These include Burger King, Samsung, and Traki stores. So Traki is kind of like the Venezuelan Walmart. Traki recently revealed that since it began accepting crypto 2 years ago, it had handled around 1,000 transactions in crypto. So this is where I come in. I'm at the end of the article. The founder of Dash Nation, which is me. I'm the founder of the Dash Nation movement to make Dash something to be a part of, not just something to use. So it says the founder of Dash Nation, Christopher Carruthers, yours truly, recently shared his thoughts on the Cash Alternative TV episode on YouTube. Chris mentioned that Crypto Buyer is a longtime Dash partner, which they are. The partnership has revolved around Crypto Buyer offering a Dash pair on their exchange. Despite Dash not being the only digital asset offered in this deal, Chris believes that Dash will be the ultimate outlier. Yes, I do. As for I keep talking about it, Dash will shine when it's compared to other cryptos. Aside from aiding in the inflationary pressures in Venezuela, Chris believes that Dash will win many consumers over due to its simplicity and smoothness during payments. Yeah, and also the speed. The speed is definitely something that's important too. Nobody wants to wait around for transactions. You know, in this fast-paced world, money is time, time is money. You don't want to be waiting for transactions all the time. So yes, it is simple and it is smooth and it's also secure, but the speed is a big one too. So thank you very much for the summary, summary of my video. So it says, crypto has proven itself quite useful in regions of the world facing the collapse of their fiat currencies. While it is not a solution to the economic problems facing Venezuelans, it gives them the power over their finances and mitigates the effects of the sanctions imposed on the nation. So yeah, it's cryptocurrency definitely gives people a bit of a reprieve to any kind of problems they have financially. And to that end, we the Dash DAO, the Dash Decentralized Autonomous Organization, we use portions of our block reward to finance people that will help the blockchain to move forward, development teams, marketing teams, help support, anything that has to do with improving the Dash ecosystem. So we pay basically for our own development and we don't need to answer to anybody. It's not like we have somebody donating funds and says, okay, since I'm donating the funds, you have to proceed like this. We create our own money, the blockchain creates its own money, and the network votes with the highest stakes, the masternode owners. They have the most at stake to lose if something goes wrong. So we vote on how to delegate these funds. So one of the contractors that we delegate the funds to is Dash Help in Venezuela. So they are basically, if you have any problems with Dash, it's kind of like a help service. You can call their number and they can help you out in using cryptocurrencies or getting started, or like if you're a merchant who wants to know about it. So it's very popular down in Venezuela. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to rest my voice for about 4 minutes. I'm going to show you this video that's it has subtitles in English. So yesterday when I showed it, you couldn't hear it. All you could hear was Spanish. But today you'll be able to see some of the subtitles. You might not be able to see all of them because it might be cut off from the OBS software. But this is a really good video, and it has been watched over 12,000 times, almost 13,000 times. And it's getting people involved in Dash. So before I start, I'm going to give it a like. There we go. 34 likes now.
Hola, bienvenidos a Aprende con Dash Help, una nueva sección de nuestro canal cargada con toda la información para que seas parte de la comunidad Dash, desde conceptos y fundamentos tecnológicos básicos hasta cómo y por qué Dash debería formar parte de tus transacciones diarias. Y es que, ¿no les ha pasado que van a realizar una compra, llegan a la caja a pagar y se cae el punto? O justamente tu banco no tiene línea. También pasa que consigues divisas y vas a pagar con efectivo y el local que acepta divisas no tiene cambio o no te recibe el billete porque está manchado, un poquito roto o a Washington le falta una arruga. Y es aquí donde entra Dash, como una alternativa de pago que soluciona todos estos problemas. Dash Digital Cash, una moneda digital que te permite hacer pagos instantáneos y seguros. Como moneda la puedes utilizar para intercambiar productos, bienes o servicios. Es dinero como el que usas para ir de compras al mercado. Dash no tiene relación alguna con gobiernos o entes financieros, pues es descentralizada. Sí, descentralizada. Pero, ¿qué significa esto? Es sencillo, la descentralización implica que las transacciones son realizadas de persona a persona. Es decir, si yo le quiero enviar dinero a mi amiga Paula, se lo puedo enviar directamente solo ingresando en mi billetera digital, sin terceros que intervengan o me impiden realizar la transacción porque supere el límite transaccional, estoy fuera del horario o simplemente la plataforma del banco está caída y no puedo acceder a mi dinero. Cuando usas Dash, tienes total acceso y posesión de tu dinero, pues está disponible para ti las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana y los 365 días del año. Además, puedes enviar y recibir la cantidad de dinero que quieras, desde un bolívar o un centavo de dólar hasta millones de dólares. Y lo mejor es que será efectivo en cuestión de segundos y la comisión siempre es imperceptible. Adiós a días bancarios y transacciones entre bancos que se demoran una eternidad y además te cobran un montón. Dash también puede ser utilizado como remesa, pues así como no hay límites transaccionales, tampoco los hay geográficos. Y si tienes un familiar en Colombia, en Argentina, en Italia, Estados Unidos o incluso en China o en cualquier lugar del mundo, puedes enviar o recibir fondos en cuestión de segundos, sin intermediarios que reduzcan hasta en un 30% tus fondos. Y si te preguntas si el uso de Dash en Venezuela es legal, la respuesta es un certero sí. Desde el 9 de abril del 2018, el uso de las monedas digitales es totalmente legal en todo el territorio nacional, así que por eso no tienes nada de qué preocuparte. Y ahora te estarás preguntando, ¿y cómo hago para empezar a utilizar Dash? Pues es muy sencillo, simplemente debes descargar una billetera digital, ya sea en tu teléfono inteligente, en una tablet, en una computadora o incluso en tu teléfono básico, como el servicio de DashText. Mucha gente lo compara con una cuenta bancaria, con la diferencia de que no necesitas recaudar un montón de requisitos. ¿Y cómo hago para tener y empezar a usar Dash? Pues es muy sencillo. Si tienes un negocio o un local comercial, puedes empezar a recibirlos como forma de pago, intercambiando tus productos, bienes y servicios por Dash. Si no, también tienes la opción de obtener Dash intercambiándola con tu moneda local a través de exchanges o casas de cambio virtuales. También puedes adquirirlas a través de cajeros automáticos o ATMs. Aquí en Venezuela ya hay varios y yo estrené el primero. Igualmente puedes adquirirlas haciendo trading o minando, pero esos son temas que conversaremos en otros episodios. Hasta aquí ya sabes que no tienes por qué preocuparte por los métodos de pago tradicionales de Venezuela, pues existe una alternativa llamada Dash que promete hacer de tus pagos un proceso instantáneo. Sabes que puedes enviar la cantidad de dinero que quieras, donde quieras y cuando quieras a través de Dash, que lo puedes utilizar como remesas, que su uso es legal en Venezuela y que solo necesitas una billetera digital para poderlo utilizar. Acompáñame en el próximo episodio y descubre todas las maravillas que puede traer para ti Dash. Si quieres estar al día con todo nuestro contenido, no dejes de suscribirte a nuestro canal. Dale like a este video.
I don't know, I really love that dance at the end. It was really cool. All right. So what did you guys think about that video? It looked pretty well done, even if you're not a native Spanish speaker. The lady seemed really energetic about Dash, and she seemed very positive and very well spoken. So the 13,000 viewers that saw Dash, they're probably going to be into it. A lot of them will download a wallet. And I'm really happy to see those videos, very well done professional videos for Dash, because that's what we're going to need. We're going to need to scream this from the rooftops that Dash is one of the best payment systems, if not the best payment system out there. We got to get people excited. Let's get people excited, guys. All right, so this next part is for developers. If you're interested in what's going on in Dash from a development perspective, these next two items are for you. So the first one is a product update. This is from May 16th. It's from Michael Seitz. He's a communications director for Dash Core Group, which is the largest contractor in the Dash Decentralized Autonomous Organization. He says, "Hello, community. Dash Core Group is a decentralized and remote team that continues to deliver on the promise of financial freedom. Here's what's been going on at Dash Core Group this week. Completed development for the Create New Identity and associated network transactions on Dash Pay for Android. They started out the rollout for version 7.0.6 of the Dash Wallet for Android, added instant send locks and chain locks to EvoNet." So that's kind of a big one, because this EvoNet is where we're developing Dash platform, and to have chain locks and instant send locks on there, that's good. So it's going to be included in the next public release. They added TypeScript support to the Dash SDK in JavaScript, and they completed draft of the Dash Platform Protocol reference specification and distributed to the developer community for feedback. So Dash is coming up with they're kind of like staggered releases, but there's going to be more often. They're going to release more often on an interval that's pretty consistent, because they want to keep people involved. They want to keep people interested. They want to keep people coming into the development platform and helping out. So to do that, you need to have more incremental releases and not wait for everything to be perfect, because we're not releasing this to mainnet yet anyways. So if we go through any problems, that's great. We can fix them. So it's better to keep the developers interested, because they're keeping out a normal schedule of releases. So that's that. And here's the Dash Bounty Board. This is another thing that was in the title of the description of the video. So basically, if you have a developer talent, if you're into anything that they're asking for or they haven't finished doing yet, you can win Dash. You can earn Dash for doing it. It's a decentralized economy here in Dash. So if you do something for Dash, you'll get paid in Dash. It's run by Andy Freer. This is actually a proposal to the Dash Autonomous Organization. And this is pretty cool. So we have completed pause bounties. We have a Chrome wallet. We have automated faucet, dashdevs.org work, platform user ID, secure messaging library. These have been finished. So there's bounties that are open. So if you have any development skills to help us with these, You can find, again, the description in the link below in my YouTube video. But if you're watching me from Twitch, DLive, or Facebook or Twitter, you can go to my YouTube channel, Cash Alternative TV, look for this video, and it's going to be in the description. So the open bounties right now are the DAPI Decentralized HTTPS POC, which I'll be honest with you, I don't know what these mean. I'm not a developer. But if you do know what that means and you can help out, you can check out any of these ones. So Rust DAPI bindings, Memo Dash app, Golang DAPI bindings, C+ DAPI bindings, Evo Wallet, and Platform Explorer. And then on the far left, we've got bounty ideas. So if you can think of something that you want to see in Dash and you're willing to pay for it, or you think that the Dash devs should pay for it through this proposal, you can list it on over there. So that's for the developers. Glad to have you with me if there's any developers out there. You're the farthest thing from me. I'm more of a talker, more of a people person. I have no idea when it comes to development. So I appreciate you being here in Dash. So thanks for being here. So the Vega Wallet, it's opening public registrations for Vegapay, and will initially support a short list of coins, among which Dash is. So it will support BTC, Dash, Ethereum, and VGW, which is their native coin. Most of these companies have native coins, but the public blockchains that they're going to support are Bitcoin, Dash, and Ethereum. Malta-based leading crypto wallet, Vega Wallet, announced on Thursday the launch of public registrations for Vegapay, a new cryptocurrency-enabled payment system. As per the official post shared on Medium, the wallet is targeted towards business, encouraging them to accept crypto payments to reduce costs and improve customer engagement. So that's the tweet there. Crypto payments is an increasingly growing industry, as we can see throughout this whole episode of Cash Alternative TV, especially in emerging markets of Asia and Africa, and like I said, also South America. Similarly, the demand for distributed payment systems also has a healthy demand in the European and South American countries. This makes the scope of growth quite high for Vegapay, as the company also provides a number of business solutions, including a complete point-of-sale system. So that's cool. I'm going to give, in the blog post, Chief Creative Officer at Vega Wallet, Jacob Balu, stated that Vegapay uses a secure HD wallet architecture that protects funds from internal theft and auditing errors. So that little bit of security is really cool. So yeah, it's another option for Dash, another thing that Dash can compete with other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, I'm not worried about in the least. Ethereum, slightly worried about some things that Ethereum does, but not really. Dash is still the cream of the cream among all those cryptocurrencies, so we'll shine again. So Amanda B. Johnson is a host of Cash Alternative TV from time to time on Tao and Amanda Live. She's got a new gig called Dash Talk, and this is through the Dash Press Room run by Mark Mason. And she's going to be doing interviews with different members of the Dash community, different organizations in Dash. And she's getting their opinions and their ideas about what's going on in Dash and how we can improve it in the future. So I'm not going to make you watch all 11 minutes of this video, but we're just going to watch the first little bit so we can see Amanda in action in her first video. And this is something that's going to be ongoing over time. And if you're watching, Mark Mason, you're doing a fantastic job with the Dash Press Room, and you're doing a great job with the Dash Twitter account, and doing a great job getting Amanda involved in doing videos again. Because she's a force to be reckoned with. She's very charismatic. She draws a lot of people in. There's a lot of people that I've discussed with that say, Amanda is the reason why I got into cryptocurrency in the first place. So to have her back and involved is great. And Mark, you're also doing a great job in your own right. I appreciate it. So let's check out this first video by Amanda for Dash Talk.
Hello and welcome to Dash Talk with Amanda B. Johnson. This is a weekly show where we interview key players within the Dash ecosystem to find out more about their organizations, who's behind them, and what they have to offer. Today, I am interviewing Whitebit, a cryptocurrency exchange, and I am joined by not one, but two members of their team, Artem and Andrew. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Hello. Really glad to see you, Amanda.
Nice to see you as well. So please, let's get started with each of you telling us your role at Whitebit.
Yes, so my name is Artem, and I'm a Chief Strategy Officer at Whitebit. So I'm responsible for the whole strategy and business development in terms of the company.
Fantastic. And Andrew?
Yep, I'm head of project relations at Whitebit. So I'm in charge of basically partnerships, getting in touch and keeping it running with major projects like Dash.
Wonderful. So first of all, let's start by establishing where Whitebit is based.
Yeah, so our exchange is based in Ukraine. That's where we are right now with Artem. And we are working under European jurisdiction.
Wonderful. And do you serve customers from just Ukraine and Europe, or where can people use your services?
Yeah, so as an exchange, we are, of course, operating worldwide, but the majority of our users do come from the European countries and specifically the CIS countries, which include Russia and Ukraine.
Okay, fantastic. And how long has Whitebit been around?
We have been live since 2018, so it's been more than 2 years now.
Let's move on to which fiat currency.
All right, so that's Amanda B. Johnson talking to the folks at Whitebit. And if you want to see that again, if you're watching me on Twitch and D Live, or you're watching me on Facebook Live or Twitter, you can check it out. Follow me or subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's Cash Alternative TV. Look for this video. It should be high up on my video list. And all the links are going to be in the description below. And if you are watching me on YouTube, you just got to go down to the description link. That's it. So this is a pretty good interview. I watched it. And I'm looking forward to more interviews with Amanda to come. And believe it or not, we have more Dash news. So I think I mentioned him earlier on in the broadcast, Nathaniel Luz. He's from Nigeria, and he runs Dash Nigeria. And he recently did an interview with Blockchain Talk Hard. It's about digital cash adoption. So he goes through like how Dash is doing, how Dash is gaining adoption in African countries, and what they're doing for future plans. I'm not going to go into it because I'm not exactly. It's hard to understand their accents and everything else, but it's a good one if you can follow the African accents and you want to venture into listening to it. This is also going to be in the description below. But Nathaniel's doing a great job in Nigeria. There's a lot of Dash integrations into Nigeria and Africa in general. And I'm so excited for that because it's a huge market for cryptocurrencies. And like I said, when you introduce cryptocurrencies, Dash is going to shine. All right, so to that end, Dash Mall and Parking is another contractor for the Dash Decentralized Autonomous Organization. They're another people that receive funding from the blockchain to provide services for the Dash network. And what they started off with is a parking garage in one of the malls in Merida in Venezuela. And they've expanded to other malls, and they've also expanded into the malls with shops that are using cryptocurrencies. But as we know, with the advent of COVID-19, it's been hard to get people to use cryptocurrencies in person because it's hard to, with the social distancing and everything, people are less likely to want to come outside. So they had a teleconference, a video conference, where people from different Latin American countries can tune in and to learn about cryptocurrencies, and Dash in particular. So let's go through this and see what they're saying. So they're saying the video conference that they did, they had 139 attendees from different countries such as Colombia, Cuba, Mexico, Chile, Ecuador, Brazil, Argentina, and Venezuela, and where speakers from different countries participated. 80 new wallets were downloaded among the participants, and some personalized brand consultancies from shopping centers. So 80 is not too bad. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's not too bad. It's getting that into 80 different locations around the world, which could possibly spread to other people, because once people start using Dash, they generally enjoy it. So Joanna Castillo, founder of the Dash Mall and Parking Project, organized the conference for new users and merchants who want to know the benefits of Dash as a payment method and accept Dash in businesses or stores. This being one of the main objectives of their project applied in Merida, Venezuela. So that's interesting. There's a photo there of Joanna, Dash Mall and Parking. This is Rodrigo Ambrizi. He was one of the speakers. He's a YouTuber, just like me, of Dash Efectivo Digital, community leader of Dash Brazil, and CEO of Eletropay, which is another payment provider in Brazil that uses Dash. So he's sharing each one of the processes that are being carried out for the application of Eletropay point-of-sale systems in Latin America and updates. And attendees also enjoyed knowledge taught by Venezuelan leaders about the current market, the digitization of brands, businesses, adventures of digital payment platforms with Dash. And this is a young lady who, I think her name's Hillary, and she was talking during this teleconference as well. And says, as highlighted in the video conference, Venezuela has become an epicenter for the adoption of Dash as a payment method, especially in times of crisis and with a pandemic that affects the market worldwide. In my last CATV video, I was talking about the pandemic and how cryptocurrency is doing. Fiat currencies are going down, stocks are going down, but Dash and the cryptocurrencies are staying pretty steady because they're the future. And people are starting to realize that. Countries like Venezuela suffer from hyperinflation and need a viable alternative, in addition to the fact that people in our country are looking for better ways to send and receive payments from their homes to protect themselves during the contingency period. And Gabriel Rios, who attended the conference, so this is a feedback, commented that Dash has been one of the best options to protect his capital, and added that the conference was very well organized, and it's very good to see Dash Mall and Parking growing in Venezuela, in addition to continuing its beginnings since the creation of the Dash Cabinets community. The Dash Help Team, remember the video from earlier? The Dash Help Team was present throughout the conference, and their role is to help people, and they're doing that, supporting and answering the questions of the people attending during and after the broadcast. This work has enabled people who connect daily with the Dash Mall and Parking team to learn where to go to earn, spend, and gain more knowledge about Dash. Attendees shared their experience through Instagram and Twitter with the hashtag Dash Innovación, and I saw there's quite a few tweets about it. So as you can see, actually I did that. So this I just commented that it was in English because the actual post was in Spanish. So it was an excellent international virtual conference with the people involved and all the people who accompanied us. Dash continues to grow in Venezuela and around the world with the hashtag Dash Innovación. Thank you, Dash Help Me, for the support. So I wish I was there. It sounded like it was a fun time. I could have joined online, but I didn't know it was happening. Found out after the fact. So this was my subject on Friday. I remember on the Cash Alternative TV Live video lineup from the beginning of the show. I think gaming is a great industry for cryptocurrency to get into because it's a very young market and it's a young demographic and we need that. So that's why I've expanded to Twitch and DLive because I know it has a younger demographic on these platforms. And ReadyRaider is a gaming platform for eSports. They do tournaments for like World of Warcraft and other games. And their exclusive method of payment is now Dash. So since I've gone over this in a prior video, I'm not going to go through it too much. You can find out in the videos what exactly is going on. So it says ReadyRaider, a rising star in the esports industry, has partnered with Dash, the leading cryptocurrency for payments. This partnership provides a seamless user experience for many functionalities of supported competitive esports leagues and tournaments without traditional borders. So that's key, like if you use Dash, you can use it anywhere in the world. Doesn't have to be USD, doesn't have to be Euro, doesn't have to be Yen or Yuan. It's Dash is accepted everywhere in the world, and Dash can be used anywhere in the world. So that's something that's huge, for international tournaments and everything else. You don't need to worry about changing your money. You don't need to worry about exchanges. You just pump your Dash into the platform and away you go. Dash will jointly sponsor as well. We're sponsoring tournaments and will also be the exclusive form of payment on the platform. So I'm very excited about this integration. As I said earlier, if we're going to be with other people on platforms, other currencies, Dash is going to be definitely performing well. And in this one, we got it all to ourselves, right? So this is we're the only game in town. They have to find out how Dash is. So I'm going to take a little break for another station identification. If you're just joining us, this is Cash Alternative TV Live, and the channel is called Cash Alternative TV. We're a show about cryptocurrency with a focus on Dash that aims to be a digital cash for the world, an alternative to cash. If that's something that you're interested in, or you want to learn more about Dash, or just want to hang out with me some more, don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube, or friend or follow me on the other platforms so you don't miss an episode. And I'm going to go to the YouTube chat, see if there's anything going on there, and then I'm going to sign off. So Daniel says, hi Tao. Hi Daniel, thanks for joining me. Sorry I didn't get back to you until now. Hopefully you're still watching. I appreciate you guys being here. So James Doe says, Bank of England denies Venezuela its $1 billion in gold again. Yeah, that was interesting. I did see that one too. I saw that they were denied that. So that's going to be an interesting court case, I think, because the money does belong to Venezuela, but it's just the U.S. that's sticking its butt in there and saying that they can't get at it. So I don't know. Daniel asked, did you check the new Flakes app? I have not, Daniel. I haven't checked it yet, but I will download it. I'm actually using my phone as my camera right now. But after I get off this live stream, I'm going to be checking out the Flakes app. Thanks for reminding me. Flakes is a great platform if you're watching. This is a great platform for learning about cryptocurrencies and a super friendly environment there. I was welcomed very well with open arms. I have almost 100 followers on there, and I'm very happy to be a part of the Flakes community, and I will gladly promote them anywhere I can. And James Doe asked, why is Venezuela sanctioned again? I don't believe the sanctions ever ended in Venezuela. I think they were always there for a long time. They're just getting tighter and tighter. And the U.S. is saying you can't deal with any other currencies, right? You can't deal with any other countries. And Dash is actively helping to circumvent sanctions. Well, the easy answer is yes. I guess they are helping to prevent sanctions. Like, cryptocurrency is a method of exchange. It's a tool. It's like the saying, guns don't kill people, people kill people, right? Dash is a method of exchange. If countries want to use it to circumvent sanctions, I guess like they possibly could do that. They could use Bitcoin, or they could use Ethereum, or anything. The technology is there. It's how you use it that's the problem, right? So thanks you guys. Thanks Daniel and James for the questions and the comments. I appreciate that. So now I'm going to sign off from YouTube. I'm going to sign off from Twitter, and I'm going to sign off from Facebook Live. But I'm going to continue to broadcast on Twitch and D Live. I haven't had any interest in questions over there, but I'm going to continue to offer that time for people to watch me if they want to, and ask questions over there on Twitch and D Live. So I'm on Tao of Satoshi on both platforms. So if you're watching me on Twitch, on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, go to Twitch and D Live and search for Tao of Satoshi and follow me on those platforms, and then you'll be able to participate in this question and answer period. So I'm going to sign off from Twitter and YouTube and Facebook by saying Dash is a digital cash, and it's also the better money for a better future. And that future is getting closer every day. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye for now.